trying to reveal the secret. The secret has been hidden from the world for far too long. But now,
in order to become successful, a lot of times you have to find your zone that's comfortable for you.
When you come to that crossroad and you get to a certain age where you have that epiphany where what the hell am I going to do with the rest of my life, and you don't even have a plan yet, that's when it's time to start writing your shit down.
Sometimes, life decisions and life choices steer you another path, but, mistakes are given, being a human. We don't have to be perfect.
One day the world's gonna have to come around and recognize that, yeah, this is different, but there's nothing like this out here.
You have to let your imagination run wild when it comes to your career, period.
Most people only plan for what they think they can get. The universe doesn't like that. The universe wants you to go for what you think is impossible.
Dr. King said your character is built not during times of comfort and convenience, but during times of conflict and controversy.
When you see an obstacle, don't let it deter you. You either can go over it, around it, or through it, depending on your own strength.
I've been through a lot of stuff in life, but never once have I felt like this is the end of my path.
You have to put up your own money. That's independence. If someone else is putting up the money, that's dependence.
If you don't see yourself coming out as a boss at that place, get the fuck out of there.
they can no longer keep it from us.
What about first form of communication? You talked about clothing, how clothing is highly important in business and day-to-day life, and the benefits of being fashion conscious. Talk about the benefits of aspirational living. You can mix that in there, and how that develops you into success as fashion.
I mean, you want people to want to be you. Not to say want to be you, but they want to at least be, they want to be inspired to do somewhat what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you gotta be clean. You gotta be crispy. You gotta have style. Clothes, it showcases your point of view. So like, let's say somebody's like, I gotta look good. Like they hear this and they say I gotta look good, so they're dressed up, but they're wearing like a stupid shirt and dumb tie and some funny shoes and all that. In their mind, they think they're dressed well, but they may be dressed so clowny that someone that's dressed well won't be able to follow them. Like if you dress like a clown, you're a clown. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like you dress funny, someone that dresses well is not listening to you. I'm telling you. Period. Because they think you're corny. If you're not on par, like if your taste isn't right and you're around someone with taste, they always think they're smarter and they know it. You know what I mean? So that's a reason why I'm also like, I don't really try to chase any trends. Like if I don't start the trend, I don't think I'm going with it. Like I gotta start it usually. I've started too many trends to follow any. And I don't think nobody's cooler than me really. So, but also like sometimes I get sick of people copying me really. Like, and people don't know they be copying me because I don't influence everybody, but I influence some real serious opinion leaders some serious people that other people influence.
So other people tell you that this person's copying off of you, and you look and you're just like, yeah.
I already know.
Oh, you know.
Always, I see it. I'm not mad at it. That's what's supposed to happen when you're influential.
Right. People
want to emulate you. And again, when you're trying to lead a team, when you want to have people, like when you want people to have passion in what you have passion in, they have to respect you. So everything got to be right. You understand? That's why you know me, because I always have to have a haircut. Yeah. Like sometimes I'm on vacation or whatever, but like, I start to look crazy. My hair is thick and it's gray and all kinds of shit be happening.
Right. Brains blown out, shit like mine.
Yeah, like shit is brains blown out. That's what we call it. The brains blown out is crazy. Honestly, I don't even think I've ever given myself enough time to even see what would happen if my hair grew. Like I always have a haircut, period. And it's just because I just think because I gotta be outside every day, it's just I just don't see it no other way.
I used to call me every 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days I gotta.
You were Biggs. If Biggs didn't hit me or Ashley, somebody was hitting me every 2 days.
Yeah, and when you in the street, That's how you gauge how good you doing. Is how fly you are. That's the street. So I'm also coming from that mentality as well.
So
know
you
what
think
I'm saying?
you led the Rocafella camp like with the style?
Nah. I think
Everybody
we all had
their own.
our own thing. You know, we all were opinion leaders. Like, I'm not gonna say it was all me.
Right.
We all, like, Biggs started Platinum. That was Biggs, and Cristal was Biggs.
Right.
Range Rover 4.4, all that Biggs.
What
You know
was
what I'm
Jay?
saying?
What was Jay? Iceberg.
That was Biggs.
That was Biggs.
Biggs put us on it.
Cristal.
Biggs. All that shit.
So Biggs was already just.
That was Biggs. Biggs was always the dude that was doing it. Well, like, that's where that foundation came from, because Biggs would always do that. That's what Biggs was doing. Always looking to have he had to have the flyest shit.
So basically, that kind of dripped off into. I mean, you already had your own style, of course.
Nah. We that's when we were. Like, I was definitely Harlem. That was my style. So, like, anywhere else but Harlem, yeah, that's Dame style. Like, when you like the Dame Dash dance, all that's a Harlem. That's the rooftop. Now, everyone does that in the rooftop. It's just that when I did it, everyone saw it and everyone loved it because it was just authentic.
Right.
But they call that the Dame Dash. That's not the Dame Dash. The Dougie, the Dougie's not the Dougie. The Dougie is the rooftop. That was a rooftop dance. He was doing the rooftop. You understand what I'm saying?
Out here, we thought that was the Dougie.
But how would you know? You know how I know?
Right.
Because I used to be in the rooftop.
Right.
See, people buy into me only because I'm authentic. Like, every single thing that went on in the 80s that people talk about in rap, I personally saw it.
So that's the key to just doing big things.
That's the key to
authentic.
that's the key to this. I don't know.
Being authentic.
I'm very lucky to have so many authentic experiences, for sure. I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be in a position where I can have these authentic experiences, survive them, and then be in a position to talk to them where everyone can see it. That's all that was happening. That's what Roc-A-Fella was. Us being on the front line like everyone else, but having all the money to do it so that everyone else could see it. That's all it was. That was it. We were authentic, but we also knew how to make it where the rest of the world saw it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody tried to have a label that was getting money. We weren't the first ones to do that. AZ and them had a label.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You weren't the first, yeah. So
I wasn't the first one. We just did it the best. We weren't the first to do what we did. We just did it the best. Like, I wasn't the first to have a clothing line. I just did it the best.